Hello, Star Citizens, and welcome to another Star Citizen Nightly. It's been a little while, but I was noticing there wasn't a huge chunk of news the other day, so I was like, you know what? I'll just take a day off. As always, we're doing our ship contest for the month, so make sure you go and check out all the details for our ship contest. Make sure you like, dislike, leave a comment, subscribe, or of course, if you're a channel member, you don't have to do any of that stuff. So hit the join button, hit the subscribe button, whatever you want. And let's just get into this one. So this one is not that long of one, but it's still some interesting stuff that's in this one. So we got our, this week in Star Citizen. So this one, it's a decent week. So obviously reading this week in Star Citizen, the lore post, Whitley's guide for the Drake Cutlass Red came out. I will be doing a video on that where I read that so you don't have to, so look out for that. The Squadron 42 monthly report for July 2024 is going to be out. So we'll see what progress they've made in Squadron 42 tomorrow. Then we'll do Inside Star Citizen on Thursday as always. But that's also when the ship showdown begins. So make sure, I don't even know if you can still vote. I don't even think you can vote anymore. I wasn't really too concerned because I saw a lot of the ships that I wanted to win in there anyway, but only one ship can really win it. The top 5 ships that I want to win, I think, are going to be in it. So, or I guess it would be top 4. Yeah, top 4. Ship showdown begins Thursday. So I will be doing I will do a breakdown of each ship, why I think it should win on Thursday. And of course you get the Sweet 16 free fly, so you'll be able to get your friends in the game and they'll be able to fly all the ships that make it into the Sweet 16. And I will do like a little mini, I wouldn't say review, but I'll do like a little video that kind of talks about each one of the ships. One video is going to be like, I'm going to talk about the ships and like what their purposes are. And then I'll do a separate one that's just talking about why this ship deserves to win. So that'll be 2 separate videos. And then RSI weekly newsletter on Friday, and of course Star Citizen Live. Saturday, there's the Nino Cup and Fighter Flight, which I believe are both racing events. I'm not sure if they have anything on these, but here's some cool little images. This was actually pretty cool. So I don't know if you all know what a TRS-80 is. For folks that are older than 50, yeah, you'd have to be at least probably about 50 or older to know what a TRS-80 is. But this is a 890 jump on a very old computer, and that's just to say it's a very, very old computer. I guess if you were in your 40s, you probably could have still came across one of these in the 80s. So yeah, it depends. But yeah, that's an 890 jump on a very old computer. If you know what these are, if you don't know what these are, I believe this one is a floppy disk drive. I'm not sure if that one's a floppy disk drive. But yeah, look up floppy disk if you're under the age of 20, because it was an interesting time to be alive. I wasn't alive, to be very clear. I'm not that old, but I respect the history of technology. Yeah, and then there was some really cool images here. I have been seriously considering getting an Argo Raft and keeping it in the fleet. Now, it would have to replace something, and I just don't think I have anything for it to replace. But I've been considering getting an Argo Raft. I really like Argo ships, and then I just keep realizing I don't own any Argo ships. And the only one that I could justify owning is the Argo Raft. Now, I have an MPUV, and the reason I have the MPUV is because I have an ironclad, and I want like a way of like loading that very quickly. But I'm thinking that I won't really need I'm thinking I won't need that as much, because normally when you're taking cargo somewhere or taking cargo from somewhere, you're taking it, delivering it, or taking it and, or no, you're grabbing it from your cargo area, your hangar, your freight elevator, and taking it somewhere. So like, I can find another vehicle to get that on and off, or I could take my MPUV out every time I land somewhere. But the problem is, like, I want to be able to also take cargo from other vehicles. So the only way I can do that is if I have some massive, ship that's capable of doing that, or like ship that's capable of carrying the largest cargo containers. Now, at the same time, I don't plan on ever really being alone. in the ironclad, so I might not need that, and that would be my opening to upgrade that to the raft, which, you know, I could just take a raft along with me. It has really good mileage and fuel and stuff. So anyway, I'm considering adding the raft. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I should keep the MPUV with the ironclad assault combo because the assault doesn't have the tractor beams, and kind of use that as, because you could fit that in there and then still fit cargo in there? Or do you think I should just get the raft, and just, if I'm going anywhere with the assault and I know that cargo is on the mind, maybe I should just have somebody else flying the raft behind it, you know, just to move the cargo in and out, because it would be able to do that really quickly as well. So, you know, I'm still contemplating, but I think that might be the move. So let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, then some other cool screenshots. I really want to start taking screenshots. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, because look at this. This is very cool. Like laying all your bombs and your weapons out and everything. I think that's really cool. I do owe you guys a decoration video, but I have not had the time. But I will get you guys a decoration video soon, where I decorate my hangar, and we'll see if that stuff stays. But, well, I guess it won't, because it's just PTU. But I guess when I do it, I'll be able to like be like, okay, I think this is going to be my weapons table, and this is going to be my other table. But I'm actually waiting for my Revel in York hangar, because that's the hangar that I plan on actually existing and living in. Arrow View is just temporary. So I also not sure how to change my hangar, if I can change my hangar, because I own all 4 or 5 of the hangars. I think there's 5. I own all of the hangars, yet it's only giving me the hangar that I just walk into. So I'm assuming that it's based on where you go. So if I go to Loreville, maybe I get the traditional hangar, or I don't know, I want to say traditional, but like the more rough and tumble hangar, whereas like the cleaner hangars are at like Orison and New Babbage. So I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah, let me know in the comments if you know how that works. All right, let's get to the news. So this is the Whitley's Guide. Like I said, I will be going through and reading the Whitley's Guide in a separate video, so look out for that. This is the one that I wanted to really start with. This is the level design Q&A. So this is stuff about level design. Now, I don't know if this is the proper time to ask certain questions, but you know what I do? I like to get you guys to come into the forums and upvote a question that I like. And so this was the one that I found that I liked, but it says, can an org use an asteroid base as a permanent base? I'm not sure if the level design team can answer that question, but I upvoted it anyway, because maybe, you know, maybe somebody has some information about that. So I was like, well, let me see if there's another one in here that might be worthy of an upvote, because, you know, I think they're gonna make it through most of these, you know, if they go in order, right? So this is the one that I wanted to upvote, that I think they should be able to open. Will asteroid bases have any enclosed docks that will handle a capital class ship, for example, capital class hangar with atmosphere, so on and so forth? I just want to know. I think this isn't the exact question that I would want to ask. However, this is a question I want to know. How does a capital class ship get to an asteroid base? Now, my first guess would be it won't. You'll have to carry smaller ships in your capital ship and use those, like park your capital ship near, and then use, you know, your little smaller ships or like snub ships to get into the asteroid base. That would make sense, because I wouldn't think an asteroid base would have all of the facilities of something like a space station, I guess. So Fishy-2951, go and upvote that one, and we'll see if we can get that question answered in the Q&A. All right, so cargo hauling missions are officially in 3.24 Wave 1. So with the introduction of freight elevators, we have created a suite of legal missions where players are tasked to move cargo containers between locations. These new hauling missions will generate procedurally across the Stanton system. So I don't know if I included that in the last one, so I wanted to make sure I went in and did that. The Blockade Runner missions are officially going on. I think they did the first run during the weekend, and I think right now they're fixing it. But Blockade Runner, I have not done it yet, and I probably won't get a chance before it goes to live anyway. But yeah, from what I hear, it's pretty good, but I have to look at a few more opinions before I say what I think. And if I have time, I'll hop in and do it, but I'm not sure that I'll have time while the wave is still in wave 1. So we'll see. Yeah, the biggest things that come out of this outside of the Blockade Runner thing, of course, I want to talk about the bug fixes. So local area is temporarily, these are things that were fixed, of course. Local area is temporarily missing atmosphere after server recovery, causing the player to take varied amounts of damage. When using the elevator with different size hangar options, the listed destinations can take you to different locations than selected. Then the cargo grid of the Aurora is very difficult to use with the tractor beam and can cause ship destruction. After retrieving 2 vehicles inside hangar and destroy them, player cannot retrieve any vehicle. So if you retrieve 2 vehicles inside the hangar and you blow them up, you wouldn't be able to retrieve vehicles. That's fixed. Attempting to withdraw items from the item storage kiosk results in infinite load. That happened to me, so I'm glad that one is fixed. And then we come to the most recent patch notes, which are today's patch notes. So this one, it also does not, I don't think this one has the cargo, the Blockade Runner mission as well. I don't think that probably won't be back until this weekend, I would guess, because they want as many people doing that as possible. But as always, we read the bug fixes. So fixed an issue causing cargo hauling mission reputation to overflow, causing reputation to be negative. Item previews in the inventory interface are larger than intended. The enemy AI can become inactive and drift out of bounds. A blank or empty yellow HUD objectives present at top right of the screen. Fixed an issue causing hangar elevator sounds to play on entrance to hangar. When players leave the hangar through an approved gateway, the server may not recognize they have transitioned from their hangar zone, causing global loss of physics and interior zones. So some pretty big issues. But one of the other things that I want you to note here is that it says possibly wave 2 shortly after. So this is as of Tuesday, 1:47 Eastern time. So I think that's UTC -5. So whatever time zone you're in, it says shortly after. So my guess is we will get that around this weekend for wave 2. I explained in one of my previous videos what the waves, who's included in each wave. So go and check that out. I think it was my last, I think it was when the 3.24 is live video. So go check that out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the nightly. Let me know again if you are, if you think I should get that raft, or if I should just keep the MPUV, so we can figure that out. Of course, I gotta do my shout outs to, you know, my Chunin Ninja Scorpio King 3, my Chunin Ninja Rage 1, my Chunin Ninja Wakan Yosai, and of course my Jonin Ninja Radium TX. And of course, make sure you like, dislike, leave a comment, subscribe, or become a member if you want to enter our contest. And yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for spending your time with us. Peace.